Welcome back to Island Life Live. We are here on location at the Kailua Makai Pet Hospital in its new location at 105 Oneava Street. And here they serve a variety of pets, of course, dogs and cats, as we know, but also some exotic animals as well, guinea pigs, rodents, reptiles too. They take care of everything. In fact, right now we're going to meet our next guest who was born and raised right here in Hawaii. He enjoys surfing, hiking, and diving. The mid-pack grad worked at a farm in Waimanalo. We love Waimanalo, and he loves animals. Let's go ahead and meet Dr. Kirk Ailing, another fine doctor here at Kailua Makai Pet Hospital.
Right on, Lena girl. I appreciate that. Yes, Dr. Kirk Ailing I'm going to spend some time with him right now from Oahu. Mid-pack grad, live Kailua, but we got excited because both Lena girl and I are from Manalo. So when I learned that you worked at a farm in the back roads, which is where I grew up, I got excited. So thank you so much. So we got some local doctors over here at Kailua Makai Pet Hospital. And Dr. Ailing, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us, I know I shared a little bit about you there, but talk about your background and your experience before you came back home.
Yeah, born and raised in Hawaii, always knew I wanted to come home. Couldn't really afford it in the beginning. Taking on veterinary schools, a lot of loans, big costs, and of course I got married to a veterinarian, so we had doubled our loans. Ended up living in upstate New York. Ended up doing large animal for about 10 years. Loved it. Loved being outside, kind of like meadow gold. But yeah, I needed to make the transition. Too many injuries.
You needed to come home. That's why we needed you. We needed you over here. And look, you get to end up in a place that you love, doing the work that you love. Now let's talk about that, because we're actually in the surgery room right now. What is like the most common surgery that you perform?
So yeah, we have 2 surgery rooms. A lot of surgeries that we do are spays, neuters, preventative things. But in addition, mass removals, dentistry, there's a lot of oral surgery that we do. Sometimes there's bigger surgeries where there's abdominal surgeries, emergency surgeries. So we do it all, from prevention to the emergencies. We've got all the general practitioners here are very, very skilled with their surgical skills, and we all enjoy it. So everybody has a day. We all rotate through the schedule and take on our day. Today, my dog is going to be mass removal with a dental. So we can combine surgeries to get all-in-one kind of procedures where the blood work, the catheter, the anesthesia amounts to 2 procedures in one.
Wow.
And so pretty important.
Makes it a little bit safer for our pets.
Safer and more economical for the owners too, because then there's one recovery process. And with tooth extraction and some mass removals, there could be some pain.
Yeah.
And so we control the pain during the surgery, and then we want the owners to be able to stay home and monitor and administer the pain meds at home. Maybe some antibiotics if it's an infected mass or it has to come off inside the mouth. And there's going to be some healing that has to take place. Sometimes after surgery, the animals might be a little bit wobbly or a little bit unaware of their surroundings. So we don't really want them on the couch or at the top of the staircase where they got to go downstairs to go outside and make shishi, and then they're going to be wobbly that night. So prepare the house for a nice, clean, warm, dry environment for them to rest in, flat ground, good footing, mostly for that first night, but depending on the surgery, maybe for weeks afterwards. Like if it's a knee surgery, we can't be having them slip, fall, and hurt their other side. Now they're not going to be getting up. So
we told you he was a local doctor. He said make shishi. So that's a very medical technological term right there.
Scientific term. Yeah.
Scientific term. And I wanted to talk about that anesthesia, because you actually have these tables in front of us that actually help in that process. Yeah, talk about that for a little bit.
We have a lot of specialized equipment here. A heated table is critical. When any animal goes under anesthesia, they start to lose their body temperature. Just an act of anesthesia. And the heated tables provide that heat support. So instead of cold stainless steel, it's 100 degrees. It keeps them warm from below. And then we can put heated blankets on top as well. We have a cautery machine, we have our anesthesia machine, we have all of our monitoring equipment. So anything can be rolled around the room. If we need 2 monitoring equipments on that dog in that procedure for that reason. We had a tiny little kitten yesterday. It was only a few weeks old. It needed surgery. And we had, a doctor doing the anesthesia as well as doing the eye surgery at the same time. So critical that we have, nice new equipment like this. It makes our job so much more efficient to get through the day too.
I love that.
Yeah.
And of course, that brings a lot of comfort to the pet parents as well, to know that they're coming into a facility with the latest tech and, keeping, their pets comfortable.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Now, Doc, just one last question for our viewers who are watching. How should they prepare if they got to bring their pet into for surgery?
Yeah, so the dog's going to spend, or the animal's going to spend the whole day here with me. I'm going to be in charge of watching them, recovery, and doing the critical parts. I want them to set up their house for the recovery process. If they have to go home with a cone on, we got to push the chairs in. We got to make some space so that they can walk around and not bump into things. Making sure that there's that fluffy bed that they're used to. They're going to have maybe a half portion meal that night, and then the next day we're back to a regular portion. This animal I'm going to do surgery on, we're going to be extracting some teeth, so we're going to modify the diet to make sure we don't bust open those stitches. A couple of things to think about depending on each surgery, but prepping at home so that you're not going out to dinner that night. We're going to be home, and our animal's going to be safe on that process. Yeah.
Dr. Kirk Ailing, learning so much and getting a nice tour of the surgery room here at Kailua Makai Pet Hospital. We're going to come back in. You talked about the dentistry. We're going to find out a little bit more about that for our pets coming up right here on Island Life Live. We'll be right back.